What's up, peoples? It's a Terraformer, and let's play some more RPG Madness Town, Kindred Saga. I apologize about the length, but everything I could do with Jupiter aligned and I couldn't get it any shorter. But okay, people, everyone listen closely because we don't have much time to get this over with. The SubNet is out. We have no train passes, right? Right. So here's how we do this. Here's the old Treck station in District 5, and we're going to jump on the train. What are you, nuts? It's very simple. As it passes District 11 and enters 5, going down that way, it moves slow enough. We would all have no problems jumping it. What if the train asks for our passes on... What if they ask for passes on the train? There's no conductors on the train. Didn't you know it runs on its own? Well, I'll be. Can it? Jagan knows what he's talking about. How long do we have till we have to get to District 5? About, they have to hit, it hits District 11 in about a half hour or so. They have 20 minutes. Yes, Urgez and Garrett, they are on their own team because, you know, they're those type of characters that never meet up and stuff, and the cliff point before the manor stuff happens. Yes, I totally lost that one, but, you know, that gives it away that this is obviously post-commentary. I apologize. I don't know, there was a bit of, like, stuff going on at the end that I'll explain, so it might be the better choice of stuff. Yeah, I fast forward random stuff like that, just to try and cut down the, amount of time that is in this video, like this. I don't know, I showed off stuff, like their skills, and you got equipment and stuff. I was like, did I show all that off? I don't know. But, hey Bum, what up? Hope you guys are strong enough to go to Jagan Block, gets out this hour. I can't read, but, oh, yes, but I sure hope you guys sense, to stay out of District 5. That's just an old abandoned scrap heap. Believe it or not, there's people lower than in this city. Wow, so they're underground, or does he mean lower morally? So I realized something. I did not show off the rooms, or maybe I did. I don't know if I went down this corridor and showed off the rooms, but they're currently inaccessible due to locking them. I mean, usually if it's nighttime and you're gonna go to bed, you should probably lock your doors. This isn't like Suburbia 50s where it's like, oh, they all leave their doors open, and then they wonder why there's some, like, crime little by little going on. But, you know, stuff like that amuses me. It's like, it just became such a habit, locking doors. Oh, here, let's fast forward some more stuff. There's so many nooks and crannies to this game that I like to check out, but, you know, I thought there was a lot more secretive going on. I think I really have been showing off everything, except for maybe that, which I will go back to if I remember, basically. But here's a battle. It is, yeah, I don't know what happened there, but there was like a long pause, and it was just like, I don't feel like working today, sir. But it did eventually, so. Jagan's attack, man, it's so powerful, it will make your computer freeze. Not really. They're all really about the same strength, especially with the balance meter, like all the way up to attack mode. It's like, yeah, there's not much difference. I get some money that I literally can't even use anymore, but I could have if I just went back to the left and I'd spent it on that merchant guy. I knew that door was useless, but I checked it anyway, so. It's like, I remember this, and this was as far as you could get back in the day if you tried to come up here. Yeah, the guys will tell you to turn back and stuff. I mean, they still do, but, you know, this time different things happen, so. What's up, you? No one's allowed to enter District 5 except the ECHTO or something. No passage, but I can clearly see that there's land and passages going on. I can clearly see this with my eyes, but I cannot proceed. It's quite unfair, this military rule, this operation, Bert, back up! Oh no, you're under arrest, surrender now! No, you're quite easy, Bahamut Lagoon, enemies, yes, that is what's going on there. They are from the tactical RPG that never made it to the States for whatever reason. I thought I don't know, Fire Emblem does alright over here. Why don't you, like, do something with that? But then again, I'd prefer it, like, on the original console and stuff, but I'll take a 3DS mix of it, I don't care. Release a whole bunch of old stuff that you never came over here, like Secret of Mana 2, what the hell were you thinking? Slaine is from another one of those Japanese games from Square. Rudra Treasures of the Rudra, and it's pretty neato. Lance is of the variety of, yes, there's a text box when you cast stuff. Figured I'd just show them off and stuff, but, I don't know, some guy who made a bunch of resources for RPG Maker, so he's pretty much, like, custom RPG Maker stuff. Jagan, I have no idea. I don't know where he's from, but his, I don't know, his face is all anime-ish. So is Lance a little bit. Slaine's face is from Mac and Blue, I believe. Yeah. Yep, that might also be where Lance comes from, but I'm not sure. But they make a lot of good stuff. The animations all look standard RTP fare. That grunt, I don't know, it might be custom, I might not be, I don't know. All the menus and stuff, they are fairly custom, yeah, yeah, the graphics, as far as, like, landscapes and involved and stuff, like, even with the battlefield, they're a mix of Chrono Trigger and, stuff. Probably like some sort of Japanese RPG, maybe like Romancing Saga, if any of them have futuristic moments, possibly. District 5 is up ahead, so let's move on, and the music is cut out, and besides some like arrows and random computers and a chair, it's fairly empty. I was kind of noticing that. I thought there was a bit more attention to detail going on, but, you know, there's a ladder here, nothing. So it's like, there's a lot of like empty-ish maps, and I mean, I don't wanna say too much more than that, I guess. But we have also radioactive water, which has been there the whole time. That truck, I don't know what it's from, but it's from like the futuristic tile sets of the RPG Maker 2000. Some Japanese dude made it, I think. Yeah, pretty neato. So we got more dialogue. Is it me, or did this place get a bit gloomier since last time? It's turning into, that's one thing about you that pisses me off. You give me the impression you're always hiding something. Looks a lot like the districts in Heicha have become. Wait, why have you been to Heicha? Or whatever that word is. I was born there. Man, that place was up and coming back then. But then, I don't remember clearly. I was only 3 at the time. What do you mean it's turning into Heicha? This place looks like the other districts, but only more unkempt. No, Heicha was never like this before. I know how it used to be. It's not important right now. If we hope for a better future, we have to get moving right now. And here is, well, it mixes in with the, I mean, futuristic the E place in Chrono Trigger, but yeah, that, like, space, Paradisio place, yeah, those are the walls, and then the foreground now is from the, futuristic, district slums places from Chrono Trigger. Pretty neat, and yep, we're coming to some more rooms that are going on and stuff. About to come up to a battle, too. Battle, come on. Oh, there you are. And there's some fast forwarding. Whee! The enemy sprite is from Breath of Fire 2. Just figured I'd like point out all the little things as I'm like grasping for commentary. Like I said, I apologize for the length, but at one point I just could not get a save point going on. But, I mean, it's not like there were save points before then when I could just stop, but I was like, I want to do this, and I totally missed something I could have cut out. Jeez, what am I doing? Backtracking. I don't do utterly anything about the backtracking that is about to ensue that we just saw, because we got a tent here, but then we start walking back, so All this could have been either cutting out or fast forwarded, but no. Nope, you're gonna have to watch it because I really don't feel like pausing the whole thing and then going in and doing all that and doing this and that and things, and it's already over, so well, not quite. We still have to get to the middle of the screen, and okay, now it's over. Hello there, sewer man pipe. Gotta jump over some of these. Not too tricky jumps. You just press a button and it happens. A lot easier than, say, the Mario games in a platformer where the specific type of movement is jumping. So apparently these are automated design things for the environment. They keep the air clean, but they're just annoying and they cause hazardous alarms to go off. Cause a lot of ruckus. But I wasn't giving myself enough time to read all this, so that'll happen. So Jagan's thinking, spit it out already. Wonder if I could, I think I could move this, what are they called? How the hell did you move that thing? Old tricks I picked up in my youth. I believe if we surround the robot with it, it won't bother us none. Since the robot shuts down when all the sensors are blocked off, the alarm system ahead should too. Which I didn't even see the alarm. How are you seeing through a wall? Are you just seeing through the bird's eye view that I'm seeing? I do not know, but you know, those water things that firemen use. So you gotta like switch party members with the Final Fantasy little pointer there. It says hello. And that sprite is from Second Densetsu 3, which Secret of Mana 2, which I was mentioning earlier, and has a bit of a rambunctious pattern here. It's not a pattern at all. It's just set in RPG Maker, the event thing. It's set as he moves away from the character, so you know it happens, and he does not like to. But I guess he has it set to a certain formula where he doesn't go past a certain point. I was lucky not to have him go past that point because that would have been pretty annoying, more annoying than what was going on here. And in fast forwarding mode, it shaves a lot of the time off of this because it did take me a while messing around with these things that I cannot think of the name for, but they usually have water in them, so that it probably has something with that in them. And we got the little things here. I thought I was dead for some reason. I didn't show off the dying animation, but you know, it's how lazy I was. But it's like, I don't know if it game overed me, so it's probably better that way. So the bottom ones are probably from Bahamut or Behemoth or whatever. I'm saying words wrong apparently, but it's probably Bahamut. I think they are from that also. And the same old guys up there. Yep. From a cave. I remember they were the cave folk, the thieves. They're a little touched up with a little purpley color to tinge their things, but I have the cure because, you know, Slaine's like dying here. He's all red and stuff. I really wish he just had them kneel down or something. I mean, they all have kneeling animations when they're like jumping to the left or whatever, but then again, I don't know if Jagan has all that, but you know, he was doing all the editing and the sprites and stuff. I'm sure he could have handled that, which isn't very much, but more than what I can do. My edits are very limited and, yeah, like color-based or something. I don't know. Very simple stuff. I don't know what flashing green means. I forgot. But, you know, there's going to be one coming up that is really annoying, and luckily the rats kept missing, but we'll see that soon enough. Soon enough. So we got a victory up there. We got a full-on physical meter, which will help us somewhat. Oh, okay, I'm poisoned. Cool. Got rid of that poison, and then you didn't have to see it. Ain't that lovely? The magical power of editing involved in sheer video, which there was no point in me doing that. I guess it could have been considered like testing something out, but you know, well, I'll say that in a second. That music, what is that music from? I forget what the sleeping music is from. I used to know it, but I think it's Xenogears. I think it's that. I'm not sure, but I'm checking out this empty map, but there's still nothing going on. Okay, well here crap, but I have reading to do. I guess I'll say it after if I remember. Yeah, you have to be at a specific point. That doesn't work. You can't just go right down because not everybody can go. Hey, check it out. It could be a long shot, but there could be a room that is like unlocking stuff down there. I don't know how you'd get that information from just looking at a manhole, but there's a tight squeeze. I don't think we'll be able to fit. And Lance is bigger than me. I doubt he could fit. Are you saying I'm fat? Well, yeah. Well, at least he's honest, I guess, but not the best kind of honesty. That's where you kind of say a fib there and lying's okay type of morality deal. But only Slaine can fit. But oh, who's watching us? Oh, Sinister. Not really. Yeah, like I've already spoiled his intentions, or not intentions, but you know, if I haven't, I've wrote the description, but you know, stuff, and I also mentioned it, but you know, quite obvious actually. Foreshadowing in RPGs, you know. Here's your only enemy here, and here's their dreaded attack, the Plague. Because it blinds you, I guess, because attacking does nothing. You just keep missing, and for some reason you cannot access all your items there, but I didn't have the proper item anyway. So the only thing I could do, and yeah, you're pitiful for what just happened there, but I got into another battle, got kicked to shit, and I realized this ain't gonna work out. Well, not even necessarily I got kicked to shit, just because I realized I'm not going to be able to keep up with the enemies with my magic. So yeah, and then escaping just wasn't working. I should have just kept lightning them from the start. Maybe I would have made it, but it's not like it matters. I mean, stuff. Stuff. You get to see the game over screen twice, by the way, if you're curious and not interested in watching 17 minutes into the video, but not interested in looking at the rest of the 13. I mean, understandable maybe, but yeah, we got game over. I got game overed. A very solemn game over going on there. And I thought it moved around the screen. I was trying to wait for that, but it wasn't coming to that point. Yeah. It's actually, I wanted to put that, I think back in the day, I was like, I'm just gonna take that game over graphic, even though someone put hard work in making it, and I'm gonna slap it on the, like, cause in RPG Maker 2003, there's an option where you can, like, kinda end the battle in different ways other than a game over. And I thought just adding a picture would do it. It didn't. I never was good with adding pictures or like event walking type deals, like people walking around without you controlling them. Yeah, and I pressed the button at the end of the battle. I think I did it twice. I'm not sure, but you know, here is the dreaded room, the room of the hour, the room stuff. Operation manual, you don't really help that much. Really, the most helpful information here is that it tells you that the red has to be above the blue and the green has to be higher than all of them. And that is pretty much what you have to futz around randomly to get. And cause I was trying to read it and trying to I don't know. Maybe I'm just slow and not good with puzzles, as we can see with the Barrett hilarity. But yep. So it's like 50 is nothing, and then above that is plus and stuff, and then you gotta set the switches to the down position, and then you gotta change the green to below the blue and the red without changing the red being above the blue. I think it's pretty technical, but I don't know, by that point that I actually had stuff going on, I kind of had somewhat of an idea of what was going on. So hopefully it'll come out in the video, because by now I have utterly no idea. Yeah, unfortunately it's gibberish. That's about damn right. And I was like, I gotta save this. I'm not sure if it kills you at the end or what happens. But Lance is apparently the technical one, but he couldn't come down here to help. So, you know, console on. I do appreciate the custom graphics going on in the left there. Yeah, they're simple, but they're there. So now, oh, excuse me. Now fast forwarding, and it's like Yeah, this was as fast as I could get it to go. I would have made it a little faster if I could, but yeah, this is the fastest. You get to see stuff moving up and down and up and down, and it seems to basically always do exactly what you don't want it to do. And then I went ahead, I read the manual again, and I'm like, what am I missing? Well, I tried it, and that's what happens when you error. We're not even halfway through this. I apologize. I guess I could have cut some of this out, but I wanted to give you an idea. An idea, sort of the time spent, even though it's like 2, maybe 3 minutes at most, and this took me at least like 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes, I forget. So yeah, condensing is always fun, more fun than watching the actual subject matter at hand. So the problem was just getting, like, well, I mean, that's what the intent was, obviously, okay? But it's like usually the red and the green would like just opposite attracting measures, and I don't know what I did even there. I was like, I'm gonna try it without doing a damn thing, and that's what happened. That's what happened. So more clicking around, trialing and erroring it up. It's probably not nearly as hard as I made it out to be, but, you know, this is what happens. This is what happens. I remember having exactly the same amount of trouble with this, and even more trouble in the sewers, because I think those plagues were hitting me, like, with more accuracy. I just remember this part being difficult, and I don't remember why, and now I'm like seeing it, it's okay, it's for dumb reasons. Gotcha. Yep, so things, and I'm clicking even faster out of probably anger or something going on. I may have been yelling at this point, you know, lots of yelling going on. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. This is getting boring, so please hurry up, past self. Please, I cannot edit the amount of time my past self has taken. But, you know, in other news, I learned how to telekinize objects in the astral. And then I realized I'm not even in the astral. I'm still in my head, and I have to, like, just like kind of keep going up and break through a membrane, and then then I'm in the astral, then I'm outside of my head. But when you're in a dream, in a lucid dream, apparently you're still not out of body or something. And yeah, that's kind of weird, but look at how fast I get it now. Or at least I get it like fairly quick, I think, or maybe not. I thought I got it quicker. It seemed quicker in the editing process or something, that I like went and did something and then I got it. But no, that's not exactly what happened. And then like one thing, and I was like, damn, I got it. Better save. I don't even know if it would save that, but you know, I did anyway. And then I showed that because it happened so quickly. I did it in like, yeah, that happens. Yeah, that was interesting me. Interesting me, interesting you, interesting stuff. Sewer rats again. Jeez, leave me alone, guys. But actually, we only have to endure, well, twice. But technically, if I survived, it would have only been one set of rats. Walking around. He got the door. What's taking him so long? You don't think nothing's going on down there? Yo, Slaine, can you hear me? I don't think he can. He's a little tied up right now. He's in a bit of a predicament. They're under arrest. Yeah, cuckoo wads. They should have played the music, but I don't know why they didn't. But they're playing right into his hands apparently, and he's gonna bust them to tiny pieces or something. And yeah, Jagan points out a interesting point, that Wads does not realize that there's only 2 people around, but he's too interested in arresting them. So you know. So he has to slowly mention all the names of the people going on. But how many people did you just name? 3. Apparently counting isn't very happening in this place. It's not the cool thing to do. The cool kids are not counting. They are battling rats and monsters and other creatures because that's the kind of world they live in. But reading and counting, no thank you. Leave that at the door. How am I supposed to fit down here? Well, take off your stupid hat. Stupid hat. Your hat's stupid for no reason. But it's ECHTO armor! And I guess he has like really messy hair and stuff, so they kind of laugh at him. You got hat hair, dude. Been wearing that sweaty hat like for weeks and stuff. I don't know if they own showers in this dimension. Oh, hello there, rats. I showed this battle because I was like, oh yeah. I pressed the menu as so I show that little glitch off by accident, but I was like, I'm gonna show the menu now, and then a battle happened, and you know, I got scared, I crashed the game, but I didn't. He has some sort of boomerang attack going on. I don't think I fast forward the menu going on in a second, but you know, it's quick. It's pretty quick, I think, and I don't really understand how the group attacks work. Maybe I do now, I don't know, but it looks like they're group attacks because yeah, it's like you have to be with the character. But then again, the first aid was there, so I don't know what I'm talking about. But the first aid wasn't very effective at first. It seems like stuff in this game can be really random and not helpful sometimes. Slaine, the group of you are under arrest. I don't care if you're like in trouble and in peril. I don't give a shit. You need to be arrested now. Please. Where are you? He's up there. Stuff happened, and you know, he was very drunk. He was at a party in the sewers. He was hanging out with the rats, and you know, the rats he passed out, and the rats like tricked him and put him up on the roof and like hung him there by his hands or something, by some ropes. And you know, that's what happened. And he sobered up really quick there. Cause, you know, danger is approaching Will Robinson, and that is definitely a boss from Breath of Fire 2. So, you know, he likes his Breath of Fire 2, which I like my Breath of Fire 2 also as well. I also like all the other Breath of Fires, except I don't know how 5's gonna go. I do have it. I do own it now, so I have no excuse, but I still don't know if I like it or not. Because I haven't played it yet, but it's like more of a dungeon crawler, and I'm still not sure if I like that genre because I haven't played enough of it, but you know. It was very hopeless in this battle because he kept doing things that took more HP than I had, and usually when enemies do that, they're either like a special type secret boss, or it's a boss you can't win. But this guy, he's just a badass like that. So I'm back here, and that was odd. I don't know why it fast forwarded a little there, but stuff happened. And back to the winning run. This is the winning run of this guy. I killed him. I didn't use any tools. It may have looked like I loaded a state or something, but be it known that there is no tools involved. The only tool that I could possibly use is if I opened up the game inside the actual RPG Maker menu, and you can kind of like skip dialogue quick by hitting Shift, I think it is, and then by pressing Control or Alt, you can like move around through solid objects. So yeah, but the problem with that is, even though it starts up in the mini screen and not full size, it doesn't show the beginning, like the intro splashes and stuff. I want to show that. I want to give credit to where credit is due, and I want to show it on every episode. Why not? So, you know, I do the whole, I open it from the folder, and then I press Alt Enter. Yes, it's Alt Enter, and it enters into the windowed mode, and it's a lot better on your eyes, a lot better if you like to, you know, use like 20 programs at one time. I don't know. I have a very, like, my mind gets, like, I do one thing, and then I I have to do, like, multiple things sometimes just to keep my brain completely occupied. I didn't think I was gonna win there. I was totally, like, accepting my fate there. Sucks Wads doesn't get any experience, but it's not really like it matters. There's, like, one more boss left, I think. And, yeah. So we're finally out of the sewers. Yep. Yeah, talking to a cop like that. Is he an ECHTO officer, or is he a cop, or is he both? Is that the police force? But surprise! Hold your fire. You in the red, what is your name? Yes, it must be them. You're being charged with murder of a higher authority. We have permission to shoot, I think. And then he said a bad word. And then these guys come out, and then they try and explain their situation, but they were not taking it. They were not taking it. And inside Wads, so you've been the brains of this group all along? What are you talking about? I'm here to take them in. Your job as an officer is over. No quarter. Kill them all. What the hell? No time. Let's go. Hey, let go of me! They can't escape. After them! Yep, and they appear there. And I don't believe this! Ready. The train is approaching fast. What the fuck? Ah! So now they're on the train. I was like, save point, please, save point. This video's an hour, save point, please. So I did manage to cut off a half hour, so you should thank me there. But yes, it's a fancy, and there's felonies going on, and Wads needs to, you know, calm himself, man. Take a chill-axing pill. I am a private ECHTO forces, apparently, but not anymore. Let's just start hopping on trains in illegal districts, you know. They gotta take that away from you. They gotta cut you loose. But he's still insistent that he is still along with probably the evil government, because, you know, usually government is evil. I mean, you know, kind of like real life. Not, well, sort of, yeah. Sad face. Poor Ron Paul. I was really hoping this year would be the one. But realistically speaking, I knew damn well. So yeah, we got trains going on. Planes, trains, automobiles. Only one of them exists in this world, but we have the many credits, and we have beautiful music playing. It is Chrono Trigger, and it's like one of the wise guys themes. It's when you're going into the epoch, and you're going into that one place that you couldn't get to it's in the future, but first time around couldn't get in, but then you come back after going to the Middle Ages, and you get your little power-up thing, and then you can go in and enter, and you read notes from the floor, and then there's this robot with the sentiency of the guy. Like, it gives you this flying time machine, so it's pretty awesome. I love this theme. Thought about using it for an overworld, like kind of a wrecked up one, but you know, no. There has been so many RPG Maker games that I started and unfinished that it's pretty ridiculous, either due to like hard drive failure or just me deleting it because I'm like, screw this nonsense, it's not even that good. But you know, I have ideas, but I just never got around to getting them all out there in a cohesive thing, and I'm hoping that doesn't happen with Lunar Magic. And I saw the save point. It's like, yes, and Slaine is concerned about his buddy Wads. It's not really their buddy yet, but yeah, spoilers. He already joined the party, and it's not like they kill him off like certain folk in the Final Fantasy VI kinds. I forget his name, but General Leo, that is the name of somebody that gets killed off in a game. Spoilers if you have